The groom was my husband for 10 years in my last life, 10 years of slaps and betrayal. Today I came back from the dead to watch him marry his mistress. Everyone here thinks I am the cheating ex who got dumped. They have no idea I was reborn an hour ago, and I did not come to bless anyone.
What are you doing here?
You sent him. I came to return the trash myself. He sent me an invitation to humiliate me. Too bad for him. The old me, who would cry and beg, died in that marriage. His bride played the victim, and the whole room waited for me to break down. So I gave them a show. Oh, sorry. My hand slipped. Keep him. Trash belongs with trash. Everyone thought I was crazy, but this wedding is just the beginning. No one knows that I've already met God once and been reorved now. I'm determined to reclaim everything that's rightfully mine.
I am sacrificing my reputation for you. Be thankful.
The woman who splashed me was my best friend Lila. The whole scene was our plan, so I could wreck their perfect day and walk out clean. Then a black car started hunting us. Inside were several men. Someone wanted us gone.
You should leave this place soon. No, you are my best friend.
They ran us off the road in the middle of nowhere. She refused to leave me.
Who sent you? I can pay triple.
They were escaped death row convicts. Their orders were simple. Destroy my face, then kill me. They thought I was a big mistake. Lila and I ran until a gunshot rang out. I was dead for sure. Then I saw the last person I ever expected.
Put me down. I can walk.
You are injured.
My brother Alex stormed in. He had tracked my phone and sent Lorenzo to save me.
Alana Wilson! Are you playing tricks on me?
My ex called to scream at me on his wedding night. My brother answered with one sentence.
Maybe you can't lift it up.
Last night, my stepmom served dishes cooked with peanuts, knowing I was allergic. This morning, rashes covered my arvist, my garb. She said my arm, and she had a new gift for me.
It doesn't fit. Keep it.
She said it doesn't fit. Are you deaf?
Grandpa was the only one who ever stood up for me in this house. My father said nothing, then called me into his study.
Apologize to Olivia. Learn to respect her kindness.
Not one word about my rashes. He called me in to lecture me about respecting his wife. She fed me peanuts last night. Keep turning a blind eye like you always did. Everyone in this house knew about my allergy, including her.
I ran away from home to cry alone. The man I had avoided for years found me. Lorenzo just sat down beside me and stayed.
You have an allergy. Peanuts, right?
I never told him. He remembered from when we were kids. He knew me better than my own father did. He cooled my skin and said nothing. For the first time in years, I fell asleep feeling safe. I woke up in his house, in clothes that were not mine.
The housekeeper changed your clothes. Dinner is ready.
He called his family doctor for me and waited outside the door for hours. Every dish on that table was my favorite. He knew things about me I never said out loud. That scared me. Waiting at my door was a storm I did not see coming.
My stepmother ambushed me the second I walked in. Her hobby was smearing me in front of my father.
Out all day with a random man? Have some self-respect.
You are not my mother. Who are you to dictate my life? Right on cue, my father appeared. She switched to tears in 1 second. He blamed me without asking a word. Then the doorbell rang. The random man she cursed was Lorenzo Miller, heir of the Miller family. My father switched his face instantly. I was done. I told him this house had no place for me, and lawed him this house, and walked out. He never left. He stood in the cold night, waiting for me.
Get in. I was waiting for you.
He asked nothing and judged nothing. That night I realized something dangerous. I was starting to rely on him. The last time my heart raced for him, I buried it for years. This time, I was not sure I could. Breakfast with Lila and the newlyweds walked in. Cecil started her show right away. I tried to slip out, but Albert grabbed my wrist. He still thought he owned me.
You skipped work. Show up tomorrow or pay for breaching the contract.
Get out. That contract chained me to his company as his assistant. It was time to cut the chain. I quit. This is my resignation. He tore the papers apart, so I put another copy on his desk. I had printed a whole stack.
You know the price of breaching the contract.
I paid every cent of the penalty with my own shares. His face went pale. Freedom never felt this good. Then his wife walked in on us alone. The look on her face was worth every penny, and she would make me pay for it.
I got the role.
Lily landed the second female lead in director Murphy's new movie. I wrote that script. Best news all week. Then my ex called. Cecil had hinted online that the role was hers, and her fans went after the studio. He blamed me.
Give Cecil what belongs to her, or I won't let you resign.
He had nothing on me anymore. I blocked him. But a man like him never lets go. The next day, he came to the studio to corner me. I turned to run, and someone pulled me back.
He is still nearby. Don't move.
I ran like a coward. He just smiled.
Hey, dear beautiful lady, I would like to invite you for lunch.
I had no idea what this man would do next. Lunch with Lorenzo, and my ex-boyfriend Daniel showed up. He wanted me back, right in front of Lorenzo.
How about rekindling old times? Date me again, Alana.
I am her boyfriend. Open your eyes.
Boyfriend? My brain shut down. Daniel did not buy it either. He demanded proof, loud enough for everyone to hear.
So Lorenzo gave him proof. He kissed me, right there. Daniel left in defeat, but my heartbeat refused to calm down. Neither of us mentioned the kiss on the drive home. The silence was loud.
I meant what I said. Would you like to be my girlfriend?
He said it like a joke, but his ears were
red.
That night, a memory I locked away for years came back to me.
The night after the kiss, my best friend broke into my apartment with wine and one question. Spill it. How was the kiss with Lorenzo Miller? I could not answer, because years ago I confessed to that man for real. On graduation night, I drunk-dialed him and said I liked him. He answered with 10 seconds of silence, so I ran. Days later, I saw him holding hands with another woman. That silence cost me 10 years. I buried my first love and told myself he never cared. Silence is not a no. Did you ever ask him why? I never asked. Not once in all these years. What if the answer I feared was never the real one? Then the doorbell rang. Standing at my door at midnight was the man from my story. He came to return my script. He had no idea I finally had the courage to ask. I lost my nerve that night and never asked my question. The next morning, my ex brought the war to my studio.
Give back the role that was supposed to be Cecil's!
His wife lost the audition fair and square. Now they called it my revenge. Then, the legendary director Murphy spoke. He gave them one chance. Prove it with acting.
Cecile performed first. Tears, trembling voice, the full package.
Muffin.
Albert clapped like she had already won. Then Lila stepped up. The second female lead is blind. Blind eyes do not focus. Pain buried for years does not scream. Same lines. One acted sad. One became the character. Even I got goosebumps.
She entered the character the second she stood up. You only performed your own sadness.
They came for the role and left with a public lesson. But my stepmother had already picked a side, and it was not mine. My stepmother never enters my space without a reason. Today she wanted something.
There is a talented actress I adore. Give her the second female role.
Her talented actress was Cecil.
For once, he did not side with her. Olivia's face was the best gift of my week.
That night, I cooked dinner for the whole family. In my last life, my husband spit on my cooking. Tonight, I wanted to know if anyone else cared.
This tastes like your grandmother's cooking.
Grandpa's words almost made me cry at the table. Even my father asked for seconds. Only one person did not touch a single bite. For one evening, this cold house felt like home. I should have known peace never lasts long for me. Lorenzo found me at my usual cafe. He wiped cream off my lip in front of everyone. I owed him an apology. Those photos dragged your name through the mud. I am sorry.
Silly girl. Those photos set you free. I should thank them.
What he never said was why he refused to clear his own name. Then we ran into my ex at the grocery store.
So he is the man you cheated on me with?
The crowd filmed everything. My silence was all the proof they needed.
Then Lawrence picked me up in front of everyone and carried me away. He protected my name with his own. By that night, the edited video was everywhere, and the internet had already found me guilty. While the internet burned, I was at his place cooking. Then I cut my finger. And a memory from my last life finally got a face. The night my husband spit on my cooking, someone found me outside and bandaged this same hand. I never knew who, until now. Have you bandaged my hand before? A long time at answer. He did not have to. 10 years I searched for the wrong person, and the right one had been there all along. That video cost my family millions, and my brother was about to sign a revenge deal with my ex. I kicked the door open. The Wilson family signs nothing with you. Goodbye.
The Miller family is out of your southern project.
2 contracts gone in 1 hour. His empire was bleeding. I never pushed her. But as she fell, 3 men turned the corner and saw everything. She is pregnant, he screamed. 1 fake fall, and I became the monster who tried to kill their baby. In my last marriage, she pulled this trick 100 times. Every time, the world chose her tears over my truth.
I didn't do it. You won't believe me either.
I believe you.
Three words, and the wall around my heart cracked. Someone finally chose me without asking for proof. My brother's investigation came back fast. The pregnancy was real. The fall was fake. She gambled with her own unborn child just to destroy me. Even my brother went quiet. Thanks for believing me. That night I thought the worst had passed. I forgot that a desperate man hits back hardest. My ex was already dialing my number. Do your worst. My reputation hit rock bottom long ago. That night, Cecil posted a tearful clarification, claiming she fell on her own. Her fans called it a forced statement, and the fire burned 10 times hotter.
Let them climb, I thought. The higher they climb, the harder they fall.
Come back as my assistant. Double pay, or the world learns what you did to Cecil.
My ex called with an offer. Be his slave again, or be destroyed online. He forgot one thing. I already died once. The next morning, one of Cecil's diehards waited for me at the studio gate with eggs. My brother took the hit for me. The fans screamed that I was a criminal who should pay for the baby. You are really a brave one, buddy. I threw him to the ground and walked in. Then Director Murphy stopped me with news that knocked the wind out of me. The higher-ups had replaced Lila with Cecil, and the only person above my brother in that company was my own father. Lily lost the role because of me. I practiced an apology the whole drive and forgot every word at her door. It was never your fault. Say sorry again and I will get mad. She practiced day and night for that role and spent 0 seconds blaming me. That is what a real friend looks like. I could not give the role back, but I could demand an answer from the man who took it. I caught my father outside his business dinner. I had one question. Why did you do it? That role was Lila's. He said there would be other movies, other chances. Then I heard the tires. A car lost control and flew toward us. I did not think. I just pushed him away.
The last thing I heard was my father screaming my name. The first time in years, he sounded like one.
Lorenzo drove through red lights to get there. One look at the operating room door, and his whole world went quiet.
Find out everything about that driver. And sue every outlet that smeared her. All of them.
She survived the surgery, the doctor said. She survived the surgery, the doctor said.
But she would not wake up.
And the driver had a secret. His whole family went missing days before the crash. It was his favorite fish. I stole them and cooked them when I was 5. He held that grudge for 15 years. In my last life, when I burned with fever, my husband chose her movie premiere over me. Days passed. Lorenzo refused to leave my side. He talked to me about our childhood, afraid.
I would get lost in the dark. Wake up, and I will let you cook my fish again.
This time, someone refused to leave. On the 5th night, he saw my finger move. I woke up to 5 days of beard on Lorenzo's face, my brother's red eyes, and Lily crying and laughing at the same time. When everyone left, Lorenzo stayed. He tucked my blanket with shaking hands and would not meet my eyes. "You look terrible." He laughed with red eyes and pressed his forehead to mine. Then he said the words that stopped my heart.
I like you, Alana.
I like you, Alana. The words I waited a lifetime to hear, at the worst possible time. My body remembered the trauma before my heart could answer. I looked away, his face froze, and it broke something in me.
I understand. But please, give me a chance.
He did not push. He asked for a chance. I nodded, terrified but honest. Then I found out someone else was terrified too, for a very different reason. During my recovery walk, I heard a familiar voice behind the flower bushes. Cecil complaining that her husband skipped her checkup again. "With this child, no one can break up our marriage." That child was her insurance policy. She locked the marriage with a baby.
They never recognized me, but I heard everything I needed.
My stepmother brought Cecil into my ward, calling it a kind visit. 2 actresses, 1 stage. "We feel you, Mokiz." Cecil smiled and twisted every word, painting me as the ex who could not move on, right in front of my brother.
"This is not a place for gossip. Out!"
My brother threw them out in 1 sentence. But Cecil got what she came for. She confirmed I survived. That evening, I watched Cecil leave with a man who was not husband. So tell me, whose child was really locking that marriage? The next morning, my secret exploded. Lana, the golden screenwriter everyone hunted for, was me. My ex leaked it to pressure me. Let's announce it. Eternity. My story, my rules. He wanted to bury me with public opinion. Instead, I announced my own movie and took every headline. Then my phone rang with the shameless call I expected. Cecil called my private number, begging for the female lead of Eternity. The same woman who stole my husband.
"Name your price. How about a dinner with Albert for old times?"
Tell your artist to act better. Begging is not a skill.
I hung up and blocked her. Then Lila burst in with the best news of the month. Albert's stock was in free fall. Someone was buying his failures piece by piece. Guess who?
The female lead of eternity is mine!
My best friend would play the woman I used to be. No one deserved it more.
Cecile locked the audition room door and walked up to Director Murphy. Then she offered him a deal.
Give me the role. I will do anything.
Get out! Now!
The old man kicked her out on the spot. Some people in this industry still have a spine.
Humiliated again. She made one call. That call would put a snake inside my own family. That night, a tattooed stranger stopped me in a parking lot. He knew my name, and he hated me.
Don't meddle in my business. Like last time.
Lorenzo kicked him flying and shielded me. Then he said the man's name, and his whole body turned cold. Jace Myler, his own uncle. And the words last time tore open a memory I had buried as a child.
That night, Lorenzo finally told me the truth. When we were kids, Jace kidnapped him. I followed to save him and got taken too.
The trauma made me seal that memory away. And Lorenzo kept his distance for years, afraid his family's war would reach me again. So that is why you never answered my confession. The words slipped out before I could stop them. His silence 10 years ago was never a rejection.
I have never rejected Alana. I am going after her now, and no one can stop me.
Make her cry, and I will make you wish you were never born.
That was my brother's blessing, in his own language. Oh, and the woman I once saw holding his hand? His cousin, who loves wearing dresses. A man. I finally knew his heart, 10 years late, but just in time, because my family was about to need me at my strongest. My ex called, begging to meet me. His company was dying, and I was his last lifeline. I needs dreams.
I am her boyfriend. What you are going through is just the beginning.
He claimed the title before I could. Boyfriend. This time, no one was joking.
I fell into his lap and kissed him. My first kiss in 2 lifetimes. His too. We made it official that day. Meanwhile, across town, my stepmother was preparing her biggest bomb.
Family dinner. My stepmother glowed, and Cecil sat at our table like she owned it.
Cecil is my biological daughter. Here is the DNA proof.
Her own daughter. Everything made sense now. The years of framing me, the poison, the pressure. She was clearing the way for her real child. They wanted to replace me in my own family. Over my dead body. Cecil moved into our house the same week, calling my father Dad, playing the perfect daughter.
The world does not revolve around you. Remember whose house this is.
She cried on cue, waiting for my father to defend her. For the first time, he stayed silent.
I won that round. But their performance was never for me. It was for my father's company and his money.
Ever since Miss Wilson left, nothing works.
He called, blocked. He emailed, blocked. The woman who used to fix everything for him was gone for good.
Then his wife whispered the magic words. Her new mother was Madam Wilson, and the Wilson money would save him. He bet everything on his mother-in-law. He had no idea she was about to lose everything, herself.
At the studio, I bumped into David, the young director who took over my old movie. Something fell from his pocket. An ultrasound photo with a due date on the back. The exact same date Cecil announced to the world. You dropped this, Director David?
He was the man I once saw walking with Sassel outside the hospital, and rumor said a secret investor was keeping my ex's company alive.
Yes, I am her boyfriend. Any boyfriend. Any problem?
The lipstick mark did the talking. That night the whole city knew who I belonged to, and one question kept burning in my mind. Whose baby was Cecil really carrying? Grandpa collapsed again. The family doctor stammered and blamed bad food. Something was very wrong in that house.
Someone in this house wants me dead. And you are still blind.
Grandpa said it to his face. My father finally started asking the questions. He should have asked years ago.
I went back for Grandpa's things and found Cecil living in my room. My stepmother gave it to her.
I threw every piece of her luggage out the door. Then I reached for the one thing that mattered, and my blood ran cold.
Where is my mother's ring?
That ring was my father's proudest proposal gift to my mother. My stepmother once threw it into the fish pond, and I dove in to get it back. It was all I had left of her.
I found the box stained and broken. When my father saw the ring inside, he could not stand straight.
Shut up. Get out of my sight!
That night, an anonymous file reached my father. Years of evidence, all pointing to his wife. The childhood kidnapping, she was part of it. The kidnappers wanted to let me go. She suggests selling me away.
That night, an anonymous file reached my father. Years of evidence, all pointing to his wife.
She married him to copy my mother's life. She lost everything in one night. But the devil had one more card, and it was crying in a crib across town.
Months later, Cecil gave birth to a daughter. Then director David showed up at their door, claiming what was promised to him.
A deal is a deal. I funded your husband. Now I want my daughter.
A deal, he said. She sold her own baby for his investment.
My ex finally looked at his wife and saw a stranger.
I sent people to watch the DNA test. Sure enough, someone tried to swap the samples and got caught red-handed. The baby was David's, and the report held one more truth. My ex was infertile all along. That was why we never had children in my last life.
Get out! Take your lies and get out!
He threw her out in the rain, her marriage, her backing, all gone. And she had one more secret that would end her for good. We held a press conference and played the full footage. The famous push, she fell on her own. The cheating confession, edited from harassment clips.
Every rumor you spread about my sister ends today.
That night, someone drugged my drink. The man in the photos was Lorenzo, who carried me to safety and left within minutes. The timestamps were forged. Cecil paid for the drugs and the cameras. After a year of shame, my name was finally clean.
For the freest girl in the city.
That night, we celebrated by the lake. For the first time in 2 lifetimes, I felt free.
He stepped away to take a call. I stayed by the water, smiling at a stray cat. Then I saw her reflection in the water. Cecil, hollow-eyed, holding a vase above my head. Everything went black. The last thing I heard was Lorenzo screaming my name. Cecil was arrested at the sign, caught on camera mid-swing, and the getaway car waiting for her led us to the last snake.
They got her. Both of them.
The driver worked for Jace Miller. And Jace Miller had a sister, Olivia. She was not just a liar. Years ago, she murdered a woman out of jealousy. The woman she kept copying, my mother. My father had slept beside my mother's killer for years. That night, something in him died too. Days later, I opened my eyes. Everyone cried with relief. Everyone except me, because I knew none of them. My memories were scrambled. The last thing I remembered was being Mrs. Harris.
Albert, are you my husband?
The doctor called it temporary amnesia. My ex called it his second chance. And Lorenzo just stood there, watching me reach for the wrong man. For 2 weeks, my ex played the devoted husband, while Lorenzo finished the war. Jace would spend the rest of his life in prison.
Funny. A husband with no wedding ring. Give my regards to your real wife, Cecilia.
The year on my phone was wrong. His ring was gone. My memory came back days ago. I just wanted him to bury himself.
Did you come back too, Enzo? From that terrible future?
He did not understand every word. He did not need to. He just held me and promised to love me in every lifetime. 1 year later, Olivia and Cecil got life in prison. My ex went bankrupt, and I bought his company myself.
Eternity broke every box office record, and Lila became the star she was born to be. My father spent the year earning my forgiveness, one dinner at a time. He remembered I once said I wanted to see stars by the sea. I told him eternity was my past life. He said he loved exactly who I am.
So, when is the wedding, Mrs. Miller?
The sooner the better. In my last life, I lost everything. In this one, I took it all back and found the one person who was always mine. The end.